flour and the baking powder. Sift a little flour over the raisins, then stir them into the batter. 5. Pour the batter into the prepared pan. Bake at 350 degrees for 60 minutes. On the second day of Christmas, country apple galette. 1 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour. 1 tablespoon of white granulated sugar. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. 1/2 cup of refrigerated butter. 1 large egg yolk. 1/2 cup of walnuts. 3 to 5 tart apples. 1/2 cup of brown sugar. 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. 1 large egg mixed with 1 tablespoon of butter. Preparation 1. In a food processor or large mixing bowl, combine the flour, white granulated sugar, and the salt. 2. Cut the 1/2 cup of butter into pieces and add to the flour mixture. 3. Process or stir just until the mixture comes together into a ball. Form the dough into a flat disc, wrap it in a plastic wrap, and chill until firm but still pliable. You can leave in the refrigerator for an hour. 4. Spread the walnuts in a baking pan and bake in the oven at 370 degrees Fahrenheit until barely golden under the skins, 6 to 8 minutes. Take them out, but leave the oven on. 5. Coarsely chop the nuts, peel and core the apples and cut into 8 edges. 6. In an 8 to 10 inch nonstick frying pan over medium heat, melt the remaining 2 tablespoons of butter. When it's foamy, add the apples and stir often until slightly softened and they are brown at the edges. This should take about 10 to 12 minutes. 7. Sprinkle the brown sugar and nutmeg over the fruit and stir until the liquid is syrup consistency and bubbling, which should take about 5 minutes. 8. Stir in the walnuts, remove from the heat, and unwrap the dough. 9. On a lightly floured surface, using a lightly floured rolling pin, begin to roll it around and about 15 inches in diameter. Line a 12 by 15 inch baking pan with cooking parchment or butter the sheet well, and carefully transfer the dough to the baking sheet. The edges should hang over the sheet. 10. Pour the apple mixture into the center of the pastry, mounting the apple wedges in a circle about 8 inches wide and about 2 inches high. 11. Gently fold the edges of the dough over the apples, pleating with a fork as you go, leaving an opening about 4 inches wide in the center. Brush the pastry all over with a beaten egg. 12. Bake in the oven at 375 degrees until the pastry is golden brown and the apples were tendered when pierced. This should take 40 to 45 minutes. 13. Transfer the galette, with a parchment if using, to a wire rack to cool. Then transfer to a large plate, gently pulling the parchment from under the tart. Serve slightly warm or at room temperature. On the third day of Christmas, coconut lemon cake. 1 cup of unsalted butter. 2 cups of white granulated sugar. 4 large eggs separated. 3 cups of all-purpose flour. 1 tablespoon of baking powder. 1 cup of milk. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. 1/8 teaspoon salt. Lemon filling. Fluffy white frosting. 1 cup of flaked coconut. Garnishes. Fresh cranberries. Fresh boxwood sprigs. Preparation. 1. Beat the butter until fluffy, then gradually add the sugar and egg yolk, beating after each addition. 2. Mix the flour and baking powder, then add the butter mixture, alternatively with the milk, and stir in the vanilla extract. 3. Beat the egg whites and salt at high speed with an electric mixer until stiff peaks form. Stir about 1/3 of the egg whites into the batter and fold in the remaining egg whites. Spoon the batter into 3 greased and floured 9-inch round cake pans. 4. Bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 18 to 20 minutes or until a wooden toothpick is inserted and the center comes out clean. Cool in the pans on wire racks for 10 minutes. Remove from the pans and cool completely on the wire racks. 5. Spread the lemon filling between layers. Spread the fluffy white frosting on the top of the cake. Sprinkle the tops and sides with the coconut and garnish if desired. On the fourth day of Christmas, double layer pumpkin cheesecake. 2 packages of cream cheese. 1/2 cup of white granulated sugar. 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. 2 large eggs. 1 9-inch prepared graham cracker crust. Pumpkin puree. 1/2 teaspoon of